Soul fam, what's up? How y'all doing? It's Annette aka Shorty Love. Today's light language transmission is about openness, being open to life and being free. It's a beautiful day out here today, and I'm currently doing a parasite cleanse, which I'm going to talk about in another video because I think it's important to do a full body detox every couple of years, every year ideally, but taking 3 months out of your 12 months can seem like it's a little bit monotonous. So every 2 to 3 years, I'd say, definitely do a full body cleanse, and I'm going to speak about that, like I said, in another video, and do a few blog posts about that. But coming back to this topic, talking about openness to life and why it's so important to remain open to the life. It's important to remain open to the life. Why it's so important. See, even the birds are giving me shit. So bear with me. Like I said, I'm on a parasite cleanse, so my mind is a little bit all over the joint right now. But I've wanted to speak about this subject for a little while because I feel that human beings, we're so programmed and we're so conditioned that we can unconsciously or even subconsciously keep ourselves stuck in cages and prisons and keep ourselves shackled to things that we don't even need to be shackled to. And in general, the way that as a collective we're giving our power away, or we have been giving our power away to some other authority when it comes to how we live our lives, what we do on a daily basis, how we can express ourselves, how we can show up in the world, and how much autonomy and flexibility and freedom we truly have as a collective. It's something that's been so heavily programmed and so heavily conditioned since eons now, right? Since the days where people were taken as slaves, since Hitler days. Just go back in history and you'll see how long this has been happening to the human collective. So being open to life is really all about allowing things to come as they come and go as they go, and being free in the entire being free in the entire process, being in the flow of life, allowing yourself to go into the darkness when you need to go there and integrate your shadows and come back, integrate them and come back into the light, and really just be with that process. And eventually, as you continue to do that process, you come into a place of sovereignty where it almost becomes like non-dualistic. It becomes like no more separation. It becomes a unity consciousness within yourself. So a good way for me to explain this to you guys is from my own experience of life. I have had many times in life, and I think I've been like this my whole life, really. It's always been 0 or 100. 0 to 100 real quick, or nothing in between type thing, right? But to be quite honest, it wasn't all black and white. I was living in the grey area the whole time, and that was because I was open to anything. I was open to the black, I was open to the white, I was open to everything in between. And so there's been so many times in my journey where I realized that being open and allowing myself to follow my intuition. For example, when I come out here, when I come to nature, I follow the birds. Every time I see birds coming like really close to me and then going a certain way, I follow that direction because I know they're trying to direct me down a path that I need to go in. And most of the time I just listen to my intuition. If I come to a crossroads and I'm like, do I go left or do I go right? Do I go straight? Where do I go? I usually just follow the pull of my intuition. And the more you follow your intuition, the more you connect to your higher self, the more you connect to source consciousness, the more you connect to spirit, God, creator. And it's because we don't connect to our intuition, it's because we're conditioned not to. The birds are going that way, so I gotta go that way. Because we're conditioned away from it so much, we're conditioned to not listen to ourselves, we're conditioned to think and believe that we don't know what's best for us. Somebody or someone outside of us knows what's best for us. An authority figure, a parental figure, a schooling system, a government. It's always something or someone outside of us, knows what's better or best for us. And the truth is, that's not true. It's not true that somebody outside of you knows better. It's not true that somebody outside of you should even be making your decisions for you. You have the power to make your decisions. You hold the key to your own divine destiny. Nothing and nobody outside of you should be taking decisions on behalf of you, especially when you get to a certain stage or a certain age in your life where you have to take charge of your destiny. You have to take charge of what your life is going to look like, what you want your life to look like. And so remaining open to your experience means that you're open and you're allowing and you're receptive to anything and everything that wants to come your way, to teach you, to show you, to help you to learn, to help you to experience more of life, go more in depth into life. So there's been times on my journey when I've been guided to just go somewhere, leave my job and travel somewhere, leave my job and go to India, go and do yoga, which is something I was never even interested in, but it was life-changing. There was times where I was guided to just move interstate for half a year so that I could work on my own healing and get the hell away from everyone, because that's what I really needed at the time, so I could raise my vibration. I needed to be away from all the things that were pulling on my energy. There was a time when I was guided to leave behind a business so that I could start MDP, and I had to listen to that. And the reason that I was okay with listening to that is because I'm okay with being open to life. I'm fully aware that the more open I can be, the more I allow myself to create receptivity in my life. The more I'm in the here and now, the more I'm present with the moment, the more I can actually embrace everything that life wants me to experience, wants me to really delve into, wants me to understand on a deeper level. When we close ourselves off to experiences, when we close ourselves off to life, when we're afraid, when we keep ourselves in that cage, when we keep ourselves stuck, we self-sabotage ourselves in that way because we're afraid of the unknown and we don't know what change is going to bring. We literally constipate ourselves, fam. We live a very constipated life when we do that. We don't let ourselves then fully acknowledge and fully immerse ourselves in the beauty of what Mother Earth, planet Earth, has to give. Our fears of abandonment, our fears of rejection, our fears, man. Who the hell is this fear? Who is it? Let me at him. For real, it's like false evidence appearing real. It's not even something that has even happened. It hasn't even occurred. And we go around in circles in our mind about what could happen. What if this? What if that? What if this? So we keep ourselves stuck out of fear, fam. I'll give you another example of this in my journey. There are certain plants, certain herbs, certain things that have come to me on my journey that have significantly impacted my health, that have significantly impacted my well-being, that have significantly impacted my spiritual journey, my ability to utilize my vision of foresight, open up my third eye, cleanse and purify my chakras. Things like tulsi, things like mint, things like sage, things like palo santo, kush, the Mary Jane, the good. I call it Mother Mary. I call Kush Mother Mary because that's the impact it had on me. And for a long time in my life, I wasn't even interested in it. A lot of people around me would have it, would utilize it, and I just kind of stand around. I wasn't someone who could be peer pressured into anything. If I didn't want to do it, I wouldn't do it. If I wanted to try it, I would try it. So there was one day when I did, and I noticed the impact, the effect that it had on me. And the more I did it, the more I felt the presence of like a motherly figure that I never had. It gave me that comfort. It gave me that reassurance. It gave me that guidance and that nurturance along my journey. It was something that was a very big part of my journey. Had I have been closed off to that because of what other people's perception of it is and what society thinks that it is, it's really not. It's just a plant, guys. It's a beautiful flower. If it's a flower of life, if you really are open to experiencing different avenues and different things. But the impact it had on me, it might not have that same impact on somebody else, you know what I mean? So I was drawn to it, my intuition guided me to it, and the portion of my journey that it assisted me, it was so beautiful and profound. And it came to a stage in my journey when I had to release it and let it go, And again, when I say remain open to life, when you let go of something, you know that if it's supposed to go, you just let it go. And if it shows up again, and if you're supposed to delve into it again, then sweet. If not, then sweet, you know what I mean? But it served its purpose at that point. And I noticed that, at a certain stage, it was beginning to lower my vibration because I had already raised my vibration to a stage where I didn't need anything outside of me to help me to reach that state. These days I'm just on a natural high, But again, like I said, I'm open in the sense that I'm able to let things go and let things come when they need to come. And if I didn't do that, I wouldn't have discovered so much about myself that particular medicine was trying to help me to discover. Like I said, I call it Mother Mary. I have a song called Expansion that I haven't yet put out on anything. But one of the lines, the very ending line in it, it's, "Thank you, Mother Mary, for your time. I am so blessed to be of light, to see my humans in their light. I feel that love for y'all tonight, 'cause I'm not what you think I am. I'm just the universe in a lady. I'm just the universe." You know, so that's the impact it had on me. That's the effect it had on me. And had I have been closed off to that experience, had I have just shut it off because I was scared or what other people were going to think of me or what society thinks of it, I would have never been able to have such a beautiful, profound experience. And I would have never learned to value things and how to respect things. You know, in that experience, I learned how not to abuse something. So when something comes to you, someone or something or a specific plant, again, for myself, I've never done anything but kush. You know, back in the day, you know, when I was younger, drinking, partying, whatever not, but alcohol never really, it didn't resonate with me. It was just something that everybody did back then, you know. And then cigarettes, again, that was something that just never really resonated with me. Like, it's not that I don't know, it wasn't for me, you know. But kush definitely was something that was helpful to me. I found a lot of profound experiences in that. Some people take things like reishi mushrooms, some people use psychedelics, some people try DMT, changa, different types of shrooms, whatever it is, you know, whatever comes to them on their journey. And I think it's very important to be open to that. Ayahuasca, there's so many different plant-based medicines, and I think it's important to be open to that, but not to utilize it in a way where you're trying to escape your reality, where you become dependent on it or codependent on it, because that's when it turns into an addiction. And when it turns into addiction, it's simply because you're disrespecting the consciousness of the plant or you're abusing it. Once you start to abuse something, you overdo it. You're like, you know, when people become alcoholics, it's because they abuse the substance. When they become smokers, like chain smokers, constant smokers, it's because they're abusing the substance. And once you begin to abuse anything for that matter, whether it's a substance, a person, a place, a thing, a food, anything like that, it starts to use you, right? It becomes an addiction. So that's how it works, because everything has consciousness, fam. So when we can respect it, when it comes to us and we respect it and we enjoy it and we care and we really embrace ourselves and immerse ourselves in that moment, then we're able to get the best out of something. We're able to get the most out of the experience, and we're able to really expand because of the experience. We're able to learn from it. We're able to go deeper within ourselves because of it. So all of that to say, you know, it's very important to remain open. It's not about what everybody else is going to say, what everybody else thinks. Most people don't even know what they think about themselves, fam. So it's very important that you know what you think about you. It's very important that you understand what's happening to you internally on your experience. It's very important that you know why you're doing something, why it benefits you, how it benefits you, and you can have that level of awareness, conscious awareness, so that you can have self-control, right? And again, self-control isn't where you have to control your every move and become robotic, you know. And even discipline is not control. Discipline is being aware and knowing how to get something done, when to get something done, and when not to do something. You know, it's being able to direct yourself through the process of life. So the more open you are, the more you listen to your intuition, the more you allow yourself to have the experience of life and receive, allow things to come as they come and go as they go. You don't hold on, you don't hoard things, you let it go. You don't suffocate the energy of a thing, a person, a place, whatever it is. You don't suffocate it by holding on to it so tightly because you fear that it's going to leave. Because when you do that, it's going to leave, right? Because of the energy you're saying, I don't want it to leave, I don't want it to leave, I don't, and all the universe hears is, want it to leave, want it to leave, want it to leave, right? So eventually it goes away. So you have to be open, allow things, people, substances, whatever it is, to come and go as it pleases. Allow life to happen as it pleases, to you, through you, fam. And you will be able to really touch the nectar of life. You'll experience nirvana on planet Earth. You'll experience heaven on earth. Heaven and hell are a state of mind, right? If you can truly allow yourself to be open, you will be able to raise your vibration to such an extent that, again, you're not going to need anything outside of you. Along your journey though, be open to that, because maybe you might need things outside of you at some stage. For example, if you're watching this light language, you may need the light language on your journey at some stage. So be open to that. But it doesn't mean you're going to need it forever. Once you've healed from a certain thing, once you've integrated something really on a deep level, and you've kind of gotten rid of everything that's in the way, all the blockages and all the stagnation, then you'll be free. You can move on to the next stage of your journey, you know. I'm one of those guides. I'm the type of teacher that I'm constantly learning. I'm a constant student of life, but I'm the type of teacher that tries to teach people to take their own power back, to learn how to heal themselves, to become their own creators of their reality. So I don't really want people to depend on me or be codependent on my energy for their healing. I'm just here to guide you through it. After that, I want you to fly free. You know what I mean? I'm never going to hold on to anybody. I'm never going to say, you should be here, you should support me, you should, you know. Nah, fam. You have your path, I got mine, we all got our own, and we should all be free. We should all be open to the experience of life. At some stages, you might, you know, go and come back, and then go and come back. Whatever it is, however the divine wants to align you, be open to that, because that's how you're going to really experience yourself, experience your life, evolve, expand, become the greatest version of you. So do what's best for you. I'm not saying just because Mother Mary was my thing, it's going to be your thing. It might be something else for you. It might be psychedelics for you. It might be shrooms for you. It might be meditation for you. You know, meditation takes me there very quickly as well. And it might be yoga for you. It might be coming out into nature for you. It might be walking on the grass for you and getting those negative ions with the positive ions within your body and really helping to lift your vibration. It might be working with animals, working with children for you. Whatever it is that helps you to feel open and expansive in life, do that thing. Doesn't matter what anybody else thinks about it. The only time people will judge you is if they're judging themselves, fam. You have to understand this. So stop judging yourself firstly, and then you're going to stop judging others. And when you stop judging yourself, you'll notice other people, even when they do judge you, you'll see where it's coming from, and you'll almost feel some sort of empathy for them, because you'll be like, man, that person's still suffering, and I wish them all the best, and I give you back your energy with love and light. Transmute it into the light, and we're good to go. So with that said, fam, I'm going to deliver this light language for openness. I know it's going to reach you in divine time when you're ready to be open to your experience of life. You're ready to fly, you're ready to free flow, you're ready to just be who you came here to be, who you're destined to be. Whether anybody likes it or not, it's okay, fam. It's between you and spirit. They ain't gotta like it. I'm telling you, man, I'm getting mauled. These mosquitoes are loving life right now. Okay guys, take a deep, slow breath in. Set your intention for what you wish to receive, how you wish to be open to life. Do you want to break free of any self-imposed limitations and cages that you've got yourself in? Do you want to break free of the Maya? Do you want to break free of the Matrix? Do you want to be fully open and receptive to life? Do you want to travel? What do you want to do with your experience? Really breathe that in, really cultivate that energy, and every time you exhale, see all the gunk leaving, see all the cages, all the traps, all the boulders around your legs, see all the parental, societal, ancestral programming and conditioning leaving, going away from you, leaving your vessel, leaving your field, clearing completely. And allow yourself to be open to receiving this transmission. खुली हवाओं में, खुली घटाओं में, खुली हवाओं में, खुली घटाओं में मुझको है रहना, Shikitra, Sikitru, Kutakatra, Sikate, Rokoto, Shikitra, Katikisi, Traka Shikitika, Sikitikataka, Shukutakatakarikiti, Tra, Nikitikaraso, Tokoto, Trakishikitikatakarikiti, Tana, Trasikitikata, Tana, Trasikitikata, Trikishikato, Trasikite, Shokutokurokusore, Takasha, Takatakatakatakata, Trishikiti, Shakato, Tokata, Takashikiti, Tita, Trasukotokotokotokoto, Trasukotokotokotokoto, Trasukotokotorokotorokotorokotorokoto, Trasikiti. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It is done, it is done, it is done. And so it is. Whoa, the sun came out something chronic just then. I found that so profound how when I started singing the first part, I leave the lyrics, like what it means, the first part, down below. It's about being free out in the open in the wind. And the wind started to actually join us in that process, and now it's just kind of calmed down again. Spirit, oh my God, and oh my spirit. Alright guys, come back to this whenever you need it, whenever you need to feel more open to life, whenever you're feeling caged, whenever you're feeling stuck, whenever you're feeling stagnant. And really give yourself some time. Give yourself some time to process, give yourself some time to heal, give yourself some time to integrate, rest, rejuvenate, relax, drink lots of water. Have your water, cleanse your body, detox your body. When you're doing light language, I highly recommend to cleanse and detox in that process at some stage, because it's going to help you to integrate the light codes. The less shit you have in your body, the less parasites, the less anything that's in there that's sucking at your energy, and any dis-ease that you may have, it's going to help to clear all that stuff out. It's very powerful, fam. Working on a mind, body and soul level, it's extremely powerful, and that's what this platform is all about. So I'm endeavoring to deliver as much of the healing and healing modalities, tools and resources as I can on this channel, and I hope that it helps you and reaches you in divine time. Take care, stay blessed, stay high vibing. I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace.